I compared all the top perp dexes to find the best one, and Hyperliquid could be number one. If you're searching for the best trading platform, this video will be a full review of Hyperliquid, how it compares to its competitors and centralized exchanges, and a full tutorial on how to use it and make trades. Timestamps down below, let's jump in. Welcome back to RankFi, where we explore crypto together. Now, Hyperliquid is a crypto derivatives exchange, and it works just like Binance or KuCoin, like a centralized exchange, except Hyperliquid is decentralized. As long as you have a crypto wallet, you can make trades on the platform. No sign up or KYC is required, and their goal is to make their decentralized exchange better than the centralized exchange experience, and so far they're doing a pretty good job. Let's look at some of the key features. So first, you can go up to 50x leverage on this platform. Number two, it has 0 gas fees and one-click trading, which means you don't have to do a wallet approval every time there's a transaction. You just sign your wallet at the beginning of the trading session, and then you can make instant quick trades. Number three, you can trade over 100 coins, which at the time of this video is more than all of the other competitors that I've found. Number four, another interesting feature is their HLP vault. So you can deposit funds into this vault to earn a share of the profits from the exchange. And then number five, its trading fees are competitive with the other platforms, and so is the trading volume, which is growing a lot as of recently. So I'll put a link to this comparison page down below if you want to check it out and compare the other perp dexes. It'll also have the latest information, and as you can see, all the discounts to the platforms. Now, this is crypto, so let's look at some of the risks with Hyperliquid. This DEX is built on its own chain called Hyperliquid L1, and here it says its L1 has not undergone as extensive testing and scrutiny as other established L1s like Ethereum, so that's important to keep in mind. You can also pause the page and read some of these risks. I'll also put a link to this documentation down below. Everything, by the way, will be linked below this video. And then somebody on Twitter made a good comment here. Current risks are around centralization. Before it decentralizes its validator set, L1 design, liquidity risk, and Oracle manipulation. Trading perps is always risky, and users can lose money depositing into vaults as well. The project is expected to decentralize later this year. So those are some things to keep in mind. So now with that out of the way, let's go over how we can actually use Hyperliquid. So step one is to visit Hyperliquid. You can use my link in the description to get a free trading discount of 4%. When you click that link, it'll go to something like this, and you're gonna click connect your wallet. So you need a MetaMask or some type of crypto wallet set up. Now you can log in with email, but you don't have to since this is a decentralized exchange. You can just use your MetaMask. And once I click that, you can click join with code RankFi. Now, if it's not letting you click this button, you might be IP restricted because of your IP address. One way to get around that is with a VPN. I will link to some in the description. VPNs are awesome, especially for decentralized exchanges, but you have to use them at your own risk. And if you don't want to buy one, I would just recommend going to my comparison tool and finding a different decentralized exchange, only if Hyperliquid isn't working in your region. So click join, and then you're going to get a confirmation in your wallet. Then you're going to sign the transaction, just accept the terms of use, click accept, and then it'll look something like this. Next, you're going to want to click this enable trading button here. Establish the connection. The signature is gas free to send. And this is how you can actually do those gas free transactions and instantaneous trading. We're going to sign this in my wallet. This doesn't cost anything. And now it's going to prompt us to deposit USDC. You can also click deposit in the top right corner here. And Hyperliquid is using Arbitrum to deposit funds. So if I open my MetaMask, you can see I'm on the Arbitrum network. And we need to get USDC on my wallet to make the deposit. So there's a couple ways you can do this. First, you can copy your address and just send funds from a crypto exchange. You can buy USDC on Coinbase, for example, and send it to your Arbitrum wallet. So when you're withdrawing from Coinbase, make sure you withdraw via Arbitrum. That's one way. Another way, let's say you have funds on Ethereum mainnet, you can bridge it over to Arbitrum. One bridge that you can use is called RankFi Exchange. I will also put a link to this in the description. But you would go to RankFi, connect your wallet in the top right corner, select Arbitrum for where funds are going to, and make sure you select USDC because that's the coin you want to receive. And then you can send funds from over 50 blockchain networks, such as Ethereum, for example, and it'll automatically swap it to USDC. RankFi finds you the best routes. It's fast and it's cheap, and you would just click swap, confirm it in your wallet, and then it will arrive. And once you have USDC in your account, you'll see I have some available to deposit. I'm going to put in 100, click deposit. We're going to sign the transaction in my wallet. Depositing funds will have a gas fee, but it's on Arbitrum, so it is very low, 27 cents. Click confirm. And just like that, our funds are deposited onto Hyperliquid and we can start trading. And if we scroll down to the bottom right, we can see what the balance is right there. I think I already had like 20 bucks in there. Now, if you ever want to withdraw, you would just go to the bottom right corner, withdraw, and there's a $2 fee, and withdrawals should arrive within 5 minutes. Now let's look at how to trade on Hyperliquid. So a lot of this looks like a typical centralized trading platform. On the left, you can choose your contract types. Now Hyperliquid is trading perpetual contracts using USDC. Perpetuals are the most popular trading tool for crypto investors. Unlike a traditional futures contract, perpetuals do not have an expiry date. You can keep the position open as long as you want, and people use perpetuals to trade with leverage, which you can set in the top right corner. Hyperliquid offers up to 50x leverage. You can go long or also short assets. You can also short assets on spot, which you can't do with basic spot trading. And some traders use perpetuals to hedge their portfolio for risk management. And all of the contracts you see on Hyperliquid are collateralized using the USDC you deposited. So on the top left here, you can choose over 100 different contract types. Then you have the mark price. You have the 24-hour volume, which you should pay attention for each different pair, the amount of open interest, and then if you're trading with leverage, the funding rate is very important to keep in mind. Funding rates make sure the price of the contract stays close to the underlying asset's price. Now you have to watch this because if the funding rate is negative, then short sellers are paying a fee to long sellers. And if the funding rate is positive, long holders are paying a fee to shorts. So right now it's negative, which means the shorts pay longs. And this is just a peer-to-peer transfer. Hyperliquid is not profiting from this. On Hyperliquid, it's paid every hour and it'll be automatically added or subtracted from your contract balance. Now, if you want to place an order, you're looking at the top right of the screen here, and you can place a market order or a limit order. There's some other advanced features here. Now, if you place a market order, that is taking directly from the market, so your order will be filled immediately. Market orders are best if you want to get in as fast as possible, but you might not get the best price. With a limit order, you can actually set the price you want to get in at. Now, with limit orders, you can choose the price you want, but it might take longer for that order to fill, and you might not get in at all. So let's do an example of a market order. You can select cross and isolated margin. I usually just stick with cross. Select the leverage you want. So if you want to just trade spot without any leverage, you'll just do 1x. And then you can see I can go up to $119, which is the amount that's in my Hyperliquid account. But if I set up to, let's say, 15x leverage, then you can see if I go the max amount, now I have about 1800 I can trade with if I go 100% in. So let's say I want to go 25% of my account. We're opening a long on Bitcoin. Then you can click this button here to take a profit or stop loss. Very useful. So you can set in the price manually here. Let's say like 43,000. Or you can just enter the percentage. So let's say there's a gain of 10%. It will automatically sell there. And you can do the same thing by setting a stop loss. If there's a loss of 20%, it'll automatically try to sell the order for you. Then you can click place order. As it shows here, you pay no gas. The order will be confirmed within a few seconds. So let's buy the long. Order submitted. Just like that, it's filled. There's no confirmation in my wallet, which makes Hyperliquid really cool. Some of the perp dexes are offering this feature, and I think it's awesome because when you have to confirm it in your wallet, it just adds a lot of time. And then as you can see on the chart, it has my take profit and my stop loss. And just like a centralized exchange, you have your order here. So if you want to edit anything, you can see your take profit, stop loss here. I can cancel these. It'll automatically cancel. If I want to close the position, I can close with a limit order or a market order. So let's just get out of that. Close 100% of it. And just like that, the order is closed. Again, no gas fees or confirmations required in my wallet because we already signed it at the beginning of the trading session. Hyperliquid also has a points system running at this time, which usually goes towards an airdrop. So if you trade on the exchange, you might qualify for a potential airdrop. However, it's not guaranteed. You can also go to this vaults section here. Now in the bottom, these are user created vaults where you can basically copy trade people. So I wouldn't put funds into here unless you know the person you're following. But there's the HLP vault right here, where if you want to deposit funds and get profits from the exchange. Now profits aren't guaranteed and there is risks associated with this. But as you can see, the past month's return was 209%. And this is a way that you can earn from the platform's fees if you think the platform will be successful. So that's pretty cool. I'm playing around a little bit with this right now myself. Now keep in mind that the deposited funds are locked up for 4 days. So once you deposit, you have to wait 4 days before you can actually withdraw it. So I think this platform has a lot of potential. Make sure to always stay safe when using leverage, be very careful and don't risk more than you can afford to lose. But I think DEXs will start to give centralized exchanges a run for its money, especially with features like this. Lastly, if you want to find the best trading platforms, hardware wallets, perp DEXs, and discounts to everything as well, click the link in the description to find this comparison tool, or just go to rankfi.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.